The next one on day 3 is the Ryanair Chase, and tonight this one's sponsored by the Carnbeg Hotel and Spa here in Dundalk, where we are. And well, my idea of probably the banker of the meeting for me at a bit of odds anyway is APlusTard. Min is second in. Shaq and Poursois will probably go in the champion chase, and we've got the very consistent Frodon in there as well. Brendan, APlusTard, Rachel Blackmore, some great rides at the meeting.
She has.
This could be a winner for her too.
She could. Yeah, it would be great for Rachel. Very good team, very good horse. But I think Frodon will take plenty of beating, Dessie. I think he really runs for that girl, for Bryony Frost. He won the race last year. Now, I just think that they're a very shrewd team, the Nichols team. They know what they're doing. I think he will be very hard to beat, but I have huge respect for Henry's horse and Rachel Blackmore. Okay, so Frodon then to follow up for you, Ronan.
Yeah, I like Frodon as well. I agree with what Brendan said. If you look what they did last year, they ran in the Cotswolds, ran a really hard race there, and he still came back to win. I think 2.5 miles. Any race around Cheltenham, the course form is huge, but the 2.5 miles around there seems to be unique. Horses just seem to come back and win around that course and distance all the time. I love what he did at Kempton, back to form there. Top Notch came at him, saw him off, and then another horse, Keeper Hill, came at him, he saw him off as well. Him and Bryony are a great match. And I think, you know, obviously respect the top two. I'm not sure about Min over the 2.5. I know obviously he won the Melling very well last year, but the 2.5 at Cheltenham could be just a bit more, and APlusTard maybe just a bit short. So Frodon for me, and there'll probably be an 8-page pull-out in the Racing Post for Bryony Frost the next day, seeing as they love her so much. So.
But she's great for racing.
Yeah, absolutely.
She's absolutely brilliant for racing.
Yeah. It looks like then it could be a battle of the lady riders in that one with Bryony Frost and Rachel.
That's interesting. Yeah.
That'll be very interesting. Thomas, your view on the Ryanair?
Yeah, APlusTard was good when he bet Shaq and Poursois. Just one that the boys haven't mentioned yet, Riders on the Storm.
Yeah,
used to be trained by Tom Taff. Since he's gone to Twiston Davis's, has been unbelievable. He had, on ratings, he had the best horse, that's so-called the best horse surname. He had him out on his feet when he fell. Yeah. Sam seems to get on so well with him. I think it's 7-1 here. He's way overpriced for this race. I do like APlusTard, but just he seems kind of no-nonsense horse riders on the Storm. He done well. I think Henry fancied Paloma Blue the time before that when he went over for a race in Ascot as well. So just at 7-1, he looks a bit of value in this.
He travelled very strongly in that race at Ascot, even before your man fell. Delta Work is in there in the market, but he's got another little engagement later on in the week, I think.
Yeah, he'll be in the Gold Cup. Yeah. I think Riders in the Storm would have a small chance as well, but just a bit worried that race the last day. It's not that all that long ago. It might have just knocked the edge off him. He would have had a hard time with it there. I think Min, in running, he'll be the one turning in that will look all over the winner, but I don't know, will he get the job done? But I'd nearly take a chance on him, you know, if it fell apart from, he'd be the one, I'd say, turning in. As I said, he'd be the favourite turning in, but whether he'll go and get the job done, but I'd nearly chance him if I was having a bet. Okay, Frank, Ryanair?
Yeah, I've been banging on about Riders in the Storm since he won at Aintree. Yeah. It's funny, like the way we come up with our prices is there might be 4 or 5 of us pricing the race. We'll price it all individually, and then we come together and have a discussion / argument about it. Now, I've already had arguments about Riders in the Storm. 2 or 3 lads couldn't have him. I just think if you look at what he's done this year, people are knocking him for being a handicapper, but like plenty of handicappers have won and run well in this. Frodon was running in handicaps before he won it last year. Fonmarsh, if you go back far enough, was running in handicaps. ASO was second, he was running in handicaps. Like what he did at Aintree, if you haven't watched the video, go back and watch what he did at Aintree. Sam Twiston-Davies tried to ride him out the back, and I think going out past the winning post the first time, he was second last, and by the time they jumped the second last down the back, he pulled himself to the front. and you think, oh God, he's going to fall in the hole here now, he's going too hard. And he still found plenty up the straight to win by 3 lengths. Now, visually that was good, but then C-Page has come out and won at Cheltenham. Old Greenwood beat Kalashnikov at Newbury and won again, beating Lawler at Cheltenham. So the forms are really strongly franked. He went to Ascot then in a decent enough graduation chase. He did the same thing, pulled his way to the front, jumped brilliant, found plenty. Beat Paloma Blue, who was unlucky not to win a good handicap at Leopardstown, the Dublin Racing Festival. And then the last day, everyone was knocking him for the fact they thought Traffic Fluid was going to beat him. Now, the only thing I would say is the finishing speed of that race at Ascot was like about 92.5%. They were crawling. And the kind of error was that even Sam Twiston-Davies said afterwards, he rode the race to beat Suriname early, and he beat him early. Like, he had him beaten turning in, and the problem is they went so hard in the middle of the race, he had nothing left. If he was a bit more conservative with how he rode him, he'd have won really impressively, and I think he's a massive chance. And like, I've had a good bet in him, and I'd be very hopeful.
And he'd probably arrive very late on the scene here.
Yeah, like, as in his jumping's been impeccable. He's only a 7-year-old as well. Like, he's a young horse going places. I think he's a really good chance.
I suppose a lot of people over this side seem to think he's the horse that was here with Tom Daft, but yeah, he's obviously taken giant strides.
The
only thing I would say about APlusTard, like, he was impressive at Cheltenham last year, winning a handicap of 144. And the time from the third last in was very good, but the form is absolute rubbish. Like, as in, there's nothing really behind it done much. I think Roaring Bull did win the Paddy Power eventually this year, but he had about 4 runs before that. And even when you look what he did afterwards, he's well beaten by Delta Work over 3 miles in Punchestown, and he was beaten before Stamina came into play. He's been getting he got a load of weight off Barry O'Sheen up in Navan and got hammered. And then he's beaten, I would say, half-fit Chac and Poursois. So I'd question what he's actually achieved. To me, he'd be another one where I think the price is, I think it's awful price, to be honest.
Well, Riders of the Storm has certainly been...
Yeah, but like I said,
he's been battling it out with good company.
Like I said, as I said, like, not one person dictates what prices they are, but to me, Min has achieved far more than APlusTard and should be favourite.
David, Ryanair chase winner?
I'm gone off APlusTard there in the last 30 seconds.
Well, I was fancying him big time. I'm about to listen to Frank as well.
Yeah, I'd say go for Frodon. He's a safe bet. APlusTard. You heard there's holes in his form. Min, will he get the trip? Chacken goes in the other race. Delta Work goes in another race. Riders in the Storm. His heart is surely at the back of the last, and Ascot after the last day. Dynamite Dollars, no Politolo, no, and Bristol May goes for the Gold Cup. So, yeah, Frodon and 5-1. What you like on him each way?
I think if you're having an each way bet, you want to do it before declarations, because we were looking at today, and I'd say there could only be 7 runners here. So
could cut up big time.